Want to see how small of a cube that car be crushed into, right? Yes. The answer was a pretty small cube. Car got squished pretty good. You got a Night Rain win? Stop playing with randos. You should be playing with Mighty Odin. He's in Discord right now looking for players. I'm streaming with Jesus Panda. I just told you. Just told you. Don't need the shelter. Trading post could be useful for later. But I don't remember if I've done the root cellar yet, so let's pop the root cellar here. Be nice if it came with a shovel. Epson Sinclair. This could come up. Don't have... Wow, Mighty, I'm calling them pigs. My goodness. Little mean to call randos on the internet pigs, Mighty Odin. Good lord. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marion Marigold was last seen by A.M. Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. A little rude not to give me a shovel in here. Not allowed to eat potatoes? Isn't that a molecule? Kind of nice root cellar music. Well, if we find a shovel, we have a great place to bring it, and obviously this will also make it so digging spots are more likely to show up. So, fingers crossed for a shovel. Let's see. Get my allowance. Hallway, pantry, bedroom. Rather save a hallway for a little later, but this is a nice one here. And now a dead end, please. I'll do the nook here. I know it's not a dead end, but that's fine. There's nothing else we need to figure out in Le Nook. Yeah, nothing else in the Nook. Corridor, spare bedroom. Do a spare bedroom. Diggy spot. Dice is nice. Dice is very nice. I would like to hold on to dice until we reach a very particular room. Pantry, bedroom. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. The veranda. That will be both. Both of my gems, which I don't really want to use here. You shouldn't support the average dice tree. What's going on, Joe? Did you just get here, or were you here for me playing perfectly normal Grand Theft Auto? Okay. I do like putting a parlor here for 3 more dice. And by dice, I mean gems. Just got here? Alright. I was playing perfectly normal Grand Theft Auto before. Couldn't beat the first mission yet. The white box is empty. This is the only true statement. There are 2 false statements. Joe, are you gonna get Night Rain? I haven't asked if you were interested in that one yet. I've been digging it a lot. And I know you didn't dig Night Rain Vanilla, but I feel like this is the version of... Sorry, you didn't like Elden Ring Vanilla, but I feel like Night Rain is it's what you wanted out of Elden Ring. It's like super condensed down and fast, and it is required co-op. White box is empty. This is the only true statement. There are 2 false statements. So if this one were true, this would have to be false, and this would have to be false. And if this were false, this would have to be empty. No. The white box is empty. So yes, if that were empty, that would make it true. This is the only true statement. There are 2 false statements. This could be false if this one is a lie. So if this is a lie, and this is a lie, then you... There we are. Anything else in here? Need a 3rd for Night Rain. Pantry, den, observatory. Do a den for another gem. We have 1 key, 2 dice, 6 gems. I want a shovel, though. I really want a shovel. Commissary could get me my shovel. What you got? Gem, salt shaker, sledgehammer, metal detector. Man, I could buy the sledgehammer, but we haven't seen boxes yet. Let's go back to the den. Branch out a little bit. Okay. Rotate again. Yeah, this is probably the way to go. Plus I get to re-roll the other 2 rooms. Anything else in here? Let's get our free gem. Go up a little bit more. Corridor, pantry, observatory. I mean, I'm allowed to redraw, so let's redraw. We spinning? What's going on, Ghidorah? Four gems remain. Alright, and there's a box. Fine, I will grab the sledgehammer. Waste a couple of steps just to get it, but that's okay. It'll pay for itself, I'm sure. So many digging spots. I really wanted a shovel. Okay, it actually did pay for itself. Let's just do one gem. Just the one. Lappy's power cord got slightly melty from its heat output. I'm on my backup, which is powerful as a smartphone. The suffering is real sometimes. I mean, is there any free fruit in here? No. If we have a trophy room, we'll get 30. Add morning room to today's pool, huh? Do it. Storeroom, pantry, freezer. I'm okay doing the storeroom here. We have plenty of doors. And we're still at pretty good step count. Workshop, bedroom, locksmith. Do a workshop here? Should have gone down a little lower first. There's one more. I'm gonna need something that curves up or has 2 doors if we go with workshop. But that is not unlikely. I can get 2 more rerolls. I'm just trying to make one combination of rooms happen. But I'd like to secure going up more first and then go down and make some dead ends happen, maybe. Battery pack? Okay. We could do the sledgehammer with the battery pack. But it needs something else. There's a third part. Battery, sledgehammer, and something else. My guess is going to be... We've seen the broken handle many, many, many times. I would assume that. Alright. I need... No, we have commissary. Commissary can get us out of this. But I can reroll once. The door out of the commissary requires a key. We have 2 keys. We could just dead end just down below. There's plenty of space. Commissary could be our continuing up and right. Have you hit room 46 yet? No. Even if I got in there, I wouldn't know, like, how do we open that last door? There's still mysteries for me. Three keys. Man, so many digging spots. And still no shovel. Alright, commissary. I'm gonna go down. Commissary's like kind of important. Always mysteries, always. Chapel lets me move around. Laser guided slide, that sounds right to me. Conference room works too. This way. I made a laser, but I don't know what to use it on. Airplanes. Use it on airplanes. Having a dining room available for later would be nice. Oh Lord! Do not use it on airplanes. Chapel? Just so I can go down? I don't need to go down, really. You just pop this one to get rid of it and just not step inside. That's fine. You have retina damage when someone pointed at your eye? I'm sorry. A laser leveler down the road. They were just doing their job too, that makes it worse. Morning room. I have not seen the morning room. New rooms are good. Nothing. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73. After a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye due to his chronic masturbation until his final days, esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column, Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reader of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation, for his niece and presumptive heir and much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed dead, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known by our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations, such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of this age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named a provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca masturbation empire. I love that if you look up the controls, Shift is stroll, just a stroll button. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair running-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks. More to follow. A lot of digging spots out. Oh my god, an upgrade disc. A button I don't think we've explored much is R. I am on a PlayStation. I do not have an R. I got, a move fast button, bring up map button, the directory button. Those are the only buttons I have. You should have 3 R's. Oh my god, you're right. That's all 3. Alright, I do not want to go that way. I am hoping to find a different key before I go that way. So I'm gonna go... I guess I will go into the chapel. Take your goddamn money. There's so many digging spots. I long for a digging. Really, game? You're just gonna keep on giving me a secret passage at these dead-ass ends? When you find the kitchen armory, you can use R to reload your kitchen gun. I've always suspected as much. If I just take a corridor, I still have entrance hall going to the west, and I have hallway going up. So, like, I'm not losing rooms. I could plop dark room down just to get rid of a red room, which is fine. And if we draft blindly in both those directions, it doesn't impact me too much. So let's do that. Bup, 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 bup. A gem requirement? Let's go with non-gem requirements since I can't see. Oh my god, we got the archives. That's a bummer. No longer be able to see all 3 of your floor plans. Great! That's super. If we just do it like this, it don't matter at all. Oh my god, I just lost half my fucking steps. God damn it. Drafting in the dark is bad. Does it tell me what rank I've reached yet on this screen? Stream died? Let me check this. Is it back? It looks like a dip happened there. It looks like we're reconnected. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird one. It went quick though, so no problems. Like literally reconnected in seconds there. Yeah, no, we lost half our steps because of this garbage. Bit of a bummer. Darkroom did some bad things to us, yes. Some rather bad things. Okay, laboratory. We're plopping the laboratory down. And now, if I can somehow get the Geist room, please. Pantry, wine cellar, an archive plan that could be the Geist room, maybe. It's the fucking furnace. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? It'd be weird if it wasn't. Alright, I'm allowed to reroll twice in here, at the very least. And I can use my upgrade disc in here. Darkroom did some real significant damage. Bunk room. Counts as 2 bedrooms. If you have exactly 2 hallways when drafting this room, double your keys. Counts as 2 bedrooms. If you have exactly 2 green rooms when drafting this room, double your gemmies. If you have exactly 2 shops when drafting this room, double your monies. Let's see. 4 keys, 4 gems. We've gotten gems a little bit more going now. Keys are a little less so. Let's do this one. Okay. And how many steps do we have? 22? There's other places I can go to try and min-max a little bit harder. But now that we lost half our steps, a little less likely to happen. No. Bunk. No. Man, having archive there is a real bummer. God damn it. Well, it might be the room we want. It could be. It's the laundry room. This is not the room we're looking for. God damn it. Well, not doing science today. I mean, we could do other science, I suppose. The worst room! Yay! It's exactly what we were looking for! Each time you eat an apple... Whenever you draft an archived floor plan, when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then... Gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 die, selected randomly. A letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Whenever we draft an archive floor plan, we get a letter to the mailroom. We'll really just make it so the mailroom one day, we'll open it up and we're gonna get all kinds of cool stuff. We've really burned through most of our red rooms. We got that going for us, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps to get to the commissary. Half of our goddamn steps. We could pop in the dining room, but I do not think we have gotten... I don't think we've gotten the food yet. Dining room is a shorter route anyway, so we'll do it. Yeah, lavatory's still out there somewhere waiting for us. Not dinner time yet? Not dinner time yet. I don't want to open that door yet. But at this point, I might as well. Chances I find the key I was looking for are very low. Well, there it is, the lavatory.
Very good.
Draft an archived room, why not? Might as well just draft archive things. Nothing good in there. So we got one letter coming for us now. We need food. You know what? Salt shaker. I could have gone in the kitchen to buy some food. But now, if I get money, I can buy food and it'll work better. Dead end. Dead end. Archive floor plan. Experiment successful. Salt makes it so food tastes better. $100 goddamn digging spots. I'd rather proceed a little bit. More digging spots. Oh boy. Can't use any of them. Ah, gymnasium. Let's go ahead and do library here. Or an archived. You know what? With 8 steps left, archive. More letters for the mailroom. Another letter for the mailroom, maybe? A letter's been oh, a room I haven't seen before, the planetarium. Gain 2 stars if we call a day in the planetarium, with 7 steps left. Another letter. It's the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Alright, room I've never seen. Star schedule. Survey constellation observed at Mount Holly Observatory. Other notable night skies observed. At 29, first appearance of both Diamondus Major and Major in the same... Minor and Major. 7 different constellations observed in a single night. New constellation spired. Up. Up. So day 50 is a new constellation, huh? And you're non-interactable, I'm guessing? Yeah, nothing to do there. I'm kind of interested in ending the day in here, but... I'm still also trying to get more letters delivered, so let's just keep going forward. Pantry keeps going, 7 locked doors. But hallways are always unlocked. Ho ho ho! Oh man. Hallways always unlocked is amazing. For this room? So an upgrade disc. Nothing. Now let's just keep going. Dead end. Dead end. Alright, so now we know 2 different ways to open up doors into the antechamber. Secret Gardens 1, here's another. Wait, we have Secret Gardens 1, this one... The greenhouse, I want to say, is another one, right? Pretty sure. Can I get to a computer in 3 steps? 1 step? 2 step? Nope. Nope. No, the doors don't stay open. Greenhouse is... Oh, right. That's where the broken one is. That's why I remember it, but not well. We have to open... Each run, we have to open those doors if we want to get in there. Which one did I just open? Show me one of them. The one on the right-hand side? Yeah, like, we're gonna just try and make a computer happen. That's what we're looking for right now. That's all I care about. Billiard room doesn't have a computer. Lavatory doesn't have a computer. This might have a computer. Oh, babe. It has a computer. It has a computer. Archived. Well, I'm not going into the gymnasium. Here you go. A pretty full layout.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. But now we know Great Hall's another way to get into a place. Alright, at least we got double upgrade discs. We got that going for us. Okay, hallway. I like upgrading hallways. Hallway with a key, hallway with a locked trunk, or hallway that adds an extra hallway to tomorrow's draft pool. No shovel because of the root cellar. What? The shovel not showing up isn't because we took the root cellar. Like, the game doesn't go, oh, he took root cellar? Deny him the shovel. Like, whatever seed the game does in the background for how the runs are put together, the seed just was one without a shovel. Or if it's the shovel, it's out there somewhere, but we didn't find it. Star! Thank you for that raid. It feels like it, but that's just how our brains work. Did you escape, Star? Did you manage to escape? Did you make it out? I mean, hallway getting me double hallways on the next day seems pretty nice. Keys are good, but so far we've only been key screwed like once. You kind of made it out, my dog? My dog! I kind of like the idea of getting extra hallways, because hallways are nice. We escaped one place, but we're stuck in the next. Let's upgrade the hallway to always give me more up. I want more hallways. Hallway chaining. Alright, with 2 steps left, and a door I can't open. I can make 1 step into the Great Hall. And a second step in the foyer. We can end the day in the foyer. Operation Tango. Alright, we'll end our run in the foyer. I don't know if it does anything, but why not? Can you get to the foundation? Like today in this run? No. Call it a day. What difference does ending a day in a specific room make? So far we found a few rooms that tell us that something special happens. If we end the day in the planetarium, something special happens. We get more stars the next day. Trying to remember the other room we found. We found like a couple of things that specify ending your day in there will do something special for you. And like, just because those mention it doesn't mean other rooms don't do something. I'm pretty sure we also saw something that mentioned bedrooms might do something for you. But unspecific, I don't know. Save and continue. I'll do one more day. One more day. Day 25. All I care about are dice right now. I want dice. I want to re-roll as much as possible. Because I just want to get a power plant next to the science facility. That's all I really want. Shelter, hovel, trading post. Do the hovel. You can't be there at night, right? There we go. Number 4. I imagine that means something special happens there. There we go. Another way to go downstairs and then not be able to do anything is my prediction. Just another place where the basement key will just laugh at me. Watering can, sure. We've already read this before, so nothing new there. Okay. Oh boy, suicide booth! It takes us to the wanking chambers. The masturbatorium is nigh. We're almost to the masturbatorium. So far, I can get to the basement door that I can't open with that. And we'll see if this takes me to a basement door. The glass wank chambers are the finest of wank chambers. Mining helmet. Foreman's log. As our client Thomas St. Clair suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much longer arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible. But after a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we've uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we've surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock, and debris. The site is either much older than we first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Space opened by moving the minecart. I don't think we have access to that side yet, so I'm not sure. We can go check the caves just to be sure. Lordy, lordy, lordy. What do we have here? Oh, son of a bitch. Well, now we gotta start paying attention to where the chess pieces are. Although the chess pieces show up in specific rooms, maybe they are generated based on where they're placed on the map. You haven't seen a king or a queen yet? Like, I definitely remember the pawn. I remember the horsey. The thing is, like, every time we've drafted the freezer, we've seen a frozen thing in there. Maybe we need to draft rooms. It's possible we need to draft rooms and then place them, like, after we've gotten all 6. Well, if we open a door going left, up, or right, and we find a chess piece, that could be something. Foreman's copy, do not remove from sight. Realm and blank. Sigils of the past and First, either of a natural, from the creation up, accustomed to record various signs with the aid of. They did this in order that the of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture, and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today, when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils. Those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple understanding of these fascinating glyphs, and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have specific meanings. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, rays, the moats, and the border. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, is it important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we're describing. Here's the useful page that's been ripped up. Here's another useful thing that's been ripped up. More useful stuff. All ripped apart so we can't read it. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. The 3 moats. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we could tell the type of society a given realm proclaims. If they consider themselves mighty in arms, or blessed by artistic and economic fortune, or simply love masturbating. Tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. Agricultural, harvest and farming based society. Martial, military, in generations spanning arguments. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense and urban popular center. Academic, a center for knowledge, advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, libraries, and masturbatoriums. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production, building the masturbatorium for the other groups. Spiritual, an elevated reference for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. Poetic, a strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. Around each sigil is an adorned edge, serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of the specific realm. White, black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, white. Putting it all together. By studying the core, rays, motes, and borders of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Red Banner's Martial Fog. Don't think this part will be useful. Just in case. Broken. Orin fe eru ka or. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Foreman. More outside stuff out there. Like we can see, there's more nonsense out there we can't reach. Chest set that we don't know about yet. We can go check the mines. It's a locked steel door. Yeah, weird for the foreman not to leave his foreskin there. A little mean. A little messed up. Alright, I feel like we couldn't reach where we moved the minecart last time. That's another access point we don't have yet. But since we're already outside, we'll take a look. We'll take a look in the gem mine. Gone dim with age. Not supposed to breathe in the water? That just seems messed up. That's what I thought. Yeah, we moved the minecart, but not one we could access from here. We had the picture of the map last time. Yeah, this is the cart they're talking about. We moved that one from the reservoir side. So unfortunately, we can't interact with that yet. That requires us to figure out a different route underground. No, still worth double checking on that. Because it was a while ago when we moved the minecart, but I couldn't be sure if they were talking about that one or not. And now we drift. And hopefully get dice. Lots of dice. I need dice. I believe we cannot yoink the gems off the wall, but maybe there's a way. Extra hallway tomorrow? Sure. Draft you there. Spare bedroom, commissary. Oh, shit. So we can't use gems, we use steps now. Put a spare bedroom here. Alright, so. Are there chess pieces in here? No. There are no chess pieces in here. So we need to pay attention for where we run into the chess pieces. Go check billiard room solarium. I mean, this is a dead end, and it gets me more unusual and rare rooms for the rest of the run. Perfect. Done. A++. There's a picture of a diaper pin. Cool, I get a gem I can't use. Alright, there's a pawn. God damn it. Where'd my pen go? How'd my pencil go? God damn it, that's what dropped earlier? That's annoying. Throw it all on the floor. I don't care. Pick it up later. Alright, we got pawn. So bottom right corner's pawn. I wish I could remember if this room, specifically, had a pawn last time, or if it's a placement thing where the pawn shows up. But either way. Pen 15? Ho ho. I've never watched that show. Guy's bedroom. However, this is a different dead end that I will get so much out of. I'm just gonna put it in. Alright, we ordered a package. And boy howdy, we should have a lot of letters in here for us. That's what I'm wondering. Like, are the pieces coordinate-based or room-based? Oh, sweet God. From your dad. Hey, buddy. How's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. Imagine you happy as a clam. Wait, I've already read this one, right? Am I writing this? Yes. Alright, we've read that one before, so all the ones down here are the new ones. Simon, my name is Randolph Moore. I'm the lead lab technician at Sinca, and I've worked here at Mount Holly for over a decade. I was through the discovery you have found our humble lab, and have begun to run some experiments of your own. I tend to keep an eye on the small spikes in radiation levels on the estate, as it's one of the only ways I can monitor your progress from the outside. All off-site connections to the terminal network have been disabled during your stay. There's been much speculation among the staff about the progress you've been making in the house, and they were all quite excited when I reported that you have been successfully running experiments. I wanted to write to you to let you know that even though you may not see us, we're rooting for you. Best of luck on the experiments. If you like, I'll continue sending letters with some helpful tips for you. Hello, Simon. Randolph again. In my last letter I mentioned the terminal network, but it completely slipped my mind to give you the network password, so that you can log in. Even with all off-site connections disabled, you should still be able to use the local network to access different house-based functions, from any terminal regardless of where it's located on the estate, which you will likely find very useful. Swan song. Happy hunting. Simon, not sure if you paid too much attention to the machine in the booth in the lab, but I figured I could save you some frustration a bit fooling with it. This contraption is the central control for power lines that run externally from the house. In the past, we've served as an emergency power source for the local community, as we have modest hydroelectric capabilities with a steam turbine. If you want to use it, you'll need to first turn on the turbine in the boiler room, and utilize our steam ducts to connect the turbine to the lab. This isn't required, of course, but I can't think of any reason in which you'd have to use the boiler reach room 46. but feel free to play around with it if you should feel so inclined to experiment. 9-3, they gave us the solution even though we figured it out with other means. Jerk. Simon, in case it's useful to you, here's a rough diagram of the steam duct system. Due to the ever-changing nature of the rooms in the estate, we ended up building a duct system to be quite flexible. And if you look long enough, along the ceiling in many rooms, you'll find ducts. Many of them have been outfitted with steam ducts. As long as you line these rooms together in uninterrupted string, power can be transferred from room to room, even if the boiler room and its intended destination are on opposite sides of the house. Pump room, yes, ducts. What's going on, Corgi? Boiler room, lab, garage, laundry room, pump room. I mean, nice to have a little list of a couple of rooms we could take advantage of. Simon, let me know if I'm writing to you too much. I've never been too good at gauging where the line of impropriety is. Impropriety. And for all I know, maybe the help I'm offering with these letters is unwanted. Maybe you are perfectly fine without my help. It's been a bit of a moral quandary for me as I've written these, as I'm fairly certain your uncle didn't want us to assist you on your quest. Still, if it was that important, I have to believe he'd have foresight to specifically instruct us not to interfere. Nothing ever deterred him from that level of supervision in the past, and after working alongside him for over a decade, I feel like I at least imagined that we were friends. I mean, we've masturbated together many times, so I know him well. In conclusion, I think he would have found the level of help I have offered well within acceptable range. What's the boiler do in the garage? I assume just power, because you need it to open the door. I haven't spoken too much about him since his departure, and I know you didn't know him that well. But as soon as you're ready, I'm going to have plenty of stories to tell. He was a fearless businessman, with the greatest respect for invention. Of all the laboratories I've worked in, and boy have I worked in a lot, I can tell you Mount Holly was a gem. And I'm hoping that we can continue at work once you've taken up the reins. But I won't get ahead of myself. You still have to find the 46th room. Randolph. Dear Simon, after giving some thought, I've decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with the probate lawyer, and he assures me there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that would preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I know. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Mrs. Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans from Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there, and I've never heard of them being moved to another location, nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were removed or where they were moved to, save one, which I have instructed to remove myself. Assuming it was not moved again after I hit it, you should be able to find it in the observatory, which I've already done, you stupid bastard. God damn it. I've already found this one. Hidden within the lens compartment, like he's giving me the solutions to puzzles we've solved. If there was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio, hopefully this will serve as the illuminating step forward to finding out why. Dear Simon, I'm going to assume at this point you've likely reached the upper ranks of the house and run into our keycard security doors. These are actually a fairly new addition to the house and were designed by Kirk, Darren, and myself, and were installed after an unfortunate incident 2 years ago when some of your uncle's correspondences were stolen by a member of his masturbation group and staff, who had somehow managed to reach a room that they should not have been able to find. We're still not 100% sure how they got past the antechamber seals, but it was clear after the episode that not every member of the staff should have unchecked access to the higher ranks of the estate. It's important to note here that, in my own experience, I found every other member of the staff to be extremely trustworthy and unwavering in their loyalty to your uncle. Still, after that incident, we decided to err against our own confidence and opted to install a state-of-the-art security system using keycards to only the most trusted members of our staff. If you find the security doors become an annoyance while you are attempting to navigate the house, you should be able to lower their frequency from the security terminal. And there's even a nifty trick to unlock them by utilizing the utility closet in conjunction with the security settings. Commonplace, standard, unusual, rare. Well, I opened all those letters. That was all from my experiment, but at least we have a package being delivered now. Man, we really cranked through those bad boys. I don't know what more he could write to us about. I wish I could say that was useful. But I can't. It wasn't. It wasn't useful. 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 Wine cellar, servants' quarters. That would get me a couple of keys. I mean, that would be a bad hint system because you have to... We only got those letters by doing a crazy amount of experiments in one run. I think we just happened to do a lot of other stuff beforehand. I mean... Sure. Why not? Get a lot of money. Bang, 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 bang. Back. We've been in here before, so this is not new. We opened up that box last time. With the passport. I don't think there's anything else we could open up in here. Whoop! There it is. Alright, pawn and rook are out of the way. Again, it's curious as to whether or not they're always there or not. But we're starting to get information about it. Corridor's nice here. So let's pop a corridor down. A car! Nothing in here. Geist bedroom's a dead end, dead end. This is the only thing that lets me keep going. So we pop it down. Alright. It is day number what? 25. What's the in-game explanation for how the rooms are all over the place? This is how this planet works. We know we're not on Earth. Doop doop boop doop 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 boo. 25. The Twins, the Slice, Southern Cross, Farmer's Apple. That's all good stuff for me. All good stuff for me. We also have our little horsey here. $15 stars. Alright, it's not the day, it's the number of stars we're looking for. 15. Whoops! Whoopsie doodles. The sale. Trying to remember what the sale does. Don't think it's anything bad though, so we'll just pop it. Whoa! We have $54 and now everything's half off. Pretty sure we want the commissary. And commissary does have a door. Stars. Office curves, which I like. Like, is the queen always here? Is that always where we find the queen? I wish I could remember what the room was like last time we were here. This needs VR. It would be a really nice VR game, right? Is that the king or the queen? Chess pieces. Alright, king. 1, 2, 3 up. Cross means king. Yeah, I had to look it up, but it is indeed the king. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 more. I mean, we're finding them a bit faster than I thought we would. But we're down to 21 steps. But we can go out there anytime, I believe. Be nice to get some food here. Parlor's nice. I do not want to lose. Oh. I'm trying to remember if we've seen the ballroom before. Yeah, when we enter, we set gems to 2. I've been in the ballroom before. Can't remember if there's something else in the ballroom I needed. Let's just do parlor because it doesn't cost steps. Really burn through our walking here. The blue box contains the gems. The black box contains the gems. The only one box is true. Oh, you don't say. Black box has the gems. Blue box contains the gems. Only one box is true. If the black box is true, then this one's a lie, but that means this would be true, so the black box cannot have the gems. Sorry, the blue box cannot have the gems. Otherwise, that would make this one true, and this one a lie and true at the same time, so that doesn't work. The black box contains the gems. Blue box contains gems, so you could have the gems. Only one box is true. So, if only one box is true, like this could be true and just not have the gems. But this one cannot have the gems. If this is the one true box, this one's a lie, this one's a lie. I don't need gems, so I don't care at the moment. But that's... the key was black and blue, making the white one the obvious choice. If you call it a day in the planetarium, gain some steps, dead end, laboratory works. We have a chance! We have a chance! Yep, there's a pawn there. But that's what I'm talking about. We've seen a lot of the chess pieces, and we have 6 we need to move on the board. Did I take a picture of the chessboard? I don't think I took a picture of the chessboard because it was not necessary. Where was I on the map there? Part I can't see. You have only white pieces. Yeah, if we're just looking for white ones, then we can ignore this one. I'm pretty sure everything in the other room was white, in the chess room. So I don't think I'll take note of this pawn. I guess I can. I'll just denote that it's a black one. Alright, laboratory. I don't have any rerolls, so I don't think this is gonna work out well for me. We're gonna try. By Jove, we're gonna try. Please. Please. Let me draft. God damn it. Oh well, the day's over! It was a short one. A remarkably short run. Thanks. I guess I was down to 16 steps anyway, but we learned some information. I have enough steps that I can make it from outside. It's locked. It's a Souls-like. It's locked from the other side. I can make it outside and move some chess pieces around just in case. Yep, no keys, no keys.
Thank you.
Thanks, laboratory. Fabratory. Ants. Fance. Look around you. Have you found what we're looking for? That's right, it's keys. We don't have any, so go fuck yourself. Enjoy not being able to go anywhere, you dumb, dumb, dumb loser idiot. We gotta find a piano that has the keys diabolique. The forbidden keys. Water has the unique property of ruining anything it touches. Look around you is one of my favorite things of all time. The phrase, note that down in your copybooks now, is said by me maybe once a day. Note this down in your copybooks now. Right. Hey, you little dum-dum. Oh, it turned white. That's a nice indication. Put the rook there, nothing happens. Put that one there, it happens. Alright, we got our king here. It goes... there. Then we got our horsey. I mean... if they turn white... lighting up kind of ruins the spirit of the puzzle, doesn't it? I'm going to predict that I'm going to move this queen. We're not going to get anything to light up. Nothing's going to light up. And I'm going to say that because I believe the game is keeping track of whether or not we have drafted these rooms and have seen these chess pieces. I don't think they are consistent. I believe we need to draft the rooms and find the pieces first. So I don't think these are consistent locations. Nothing lit up. I'm just putting it out there. We need to actually draft them. They are not going to be consistently placed, meaning that my little notes here are useless. Useless! Might not light up if you haven't drafted the room. Yeah. Did I draft anything I can end my day in for, like, something to happen? Observatory, laboratory, office? I don't think so. One, two, three, four. Nothing will happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it does light up. I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, if it lights up, then maybe it doesn't matter if there are multiple pawns or not. Oh, yeah. Did we have a bishop now? Out of curiosity. Maybe the puzzle is tutoring outcomes? Maybe. Wonder what would change if we got this. So it's either we need to figure out any number of places for these chess pieces and it's fine, or there is an outcome for white placements and black placements. Frustratingly means I should probably make a number of these little grids for myself. God damn it. Absolutely not, Gasso. No spoilers. No spoilers. The joy of this game has been figuring out everything organically without looking anything up, and I will not ruin that fun streak now. It's a strange and mysterious game. Alright, with my 9 steps, I'm gonna go try and end my day in a bedroom or something, just see if we get extra steps or lose steps on the next day. Where are my underground map pieces? Foundation, concealed entrance, cliffside exits is number 4? No, number 3. Number 3. I don't think we have access to the picture for 3 yet. There it is. But that is a minecart, so that's not where we are right now. I think we're in part that we don't have a picture of yet. If that's... No, that's not the fountain. Fountain. Fountain entrance is 5. We don't have a picture for 5, right? There's fountain. Fountain entrance... Huh, if that's fountain entrance... No, that can't be fountain entrance. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's the basement door! That line. The line next to the staircase. Okay, that tracks then. You go down, you see a dead-end door. The other side gets me to the boat then. So if that's fountain... And that's 3 for cliffside exit. So we're not on cliffside exits. I guess this is not considered a part of that, otherwise we would see it. Yeah, that elevator takes us down there. Like, if I go down the fountain entrance, it just ends in the locked basement door, right? Okay. Yeah, immediately dead end. Perfect. So whatever we were just in, we don't have any notes on that area. Oh my god. I don't like going down there. Not even the one on the back of my Honda Civic? That one I'll allow, Gasso. I'll allow that spoiler. Well, that was a quick-ass day. I'm gonna end in the solarium. Solarium's a neat room. I don't think it'll do anything for us, but just in case. And had a diggy spot that I can't take advantage of. Neato. Neato. Call it a day. Oh. Call it. Nice. Aren't those the guys from Mass Effect? Yes, those are the scary people from Mass Effect. A small cottage. Can't wait for all the hat-based puzzles. It's only a matter of time before it's like, hey, did you notice which hats have sun hats and which hats have pith hats and which hats have hats? It's gonna happen. Can't believe we hit a door on the 4th rank up. That's not far enough for doors. The Solarians. Going by the song What's-His-Face sings, right? Save and quit. Ended a reasonable 1:30 a.m. today. Only an 8.5-hour stream. How short?